On behalf of the Shelton Fire Department and the Echo Hose volunteer firefighters here at Station 1, we'd like to thank all of you for coming to this cool conference. This is just one part of the huge relief effort that has been provided by many individuals in the local community, some of the local organizations, the fire department, and a lot of other help that went on behind the scenes. So we'd like to thank also some of the political and local dignitaries that are here supporting the recovery efforts for both the residents and the businesses. And we'd like to have everyone's attention turned to Governor Daniel Malloy.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. We have a number of folks who will say a few words, but I certainly want to recognize the mayor who will call on, and Congresswoman DeLauro and Congressman Himes for your good work in this effort. My great partner, Lieutenant Governor, as well. I want to, I think Noreen McGorry is here, Alderman, right there, all right, and Jack Finn, Eric McPherson, State Rep Jason Perillo, and Gil Parcell, President of the Greater Valley Chamber, are all with us. I want to thank all of them. And Senator Kelly is also with us. I want to thank all of you for being here. I understand this has been a particularly busy month for this particular department with a large number of fires, but earlier this month a particular fire broke out not far from here on Howe Avenue, resulting in the destruction of personal property. Actually, I know very well one of the residents who suffered a loss, residential apartments and businesses. I want to recognize many of the first responders here today who not only played an integral part in suppressing that fire, but in its aftermath coordinated a successful donation drive that has raised a tremendous amount of support to these victims. And I want to thank all of you at the fire department and Elton. We cannot roll back the clock and undo the damage that was done on that day, but we do stand committed to helping the victims get back on their feet, mitigate some of the damage and the economic loss that they suffered as well as the community suffered. As part of my commitment to doing that, I reached out to the Small Business Administration. We have the administrator with us here, and I want to thank him. To urge that the agency issue a disaster declaration which would make low-interest loans available to residents and business owners affected by the fire. I am pleased to announce that with the help of the two Congresswoman and Congressman, we have had a sign-off on that. We have that approved as of yesterday. These disaster loans will be available for up to $200,000 for homeowners. That's a different category, to repair or replace primary homes, and up to $40,000 for personal property losses for homeowners and renters. Businesses may borrow up to $2 million to repair or replace damage in physical assets. How that applies to each case will have to be worked out. Borrowers may also be eligible for a loan amount increase to make improvements to surrounding structures or structures to make them more disaster resistant. So I want to encourage all of the folks affected, including the businesses. I want to make sure that you contact the Small Business Administration to make that possible. We will be announcing shortly, because I don't think we have it quite worked out yet where the office will be. But sometime next week we will have an SBA office and processing center here in the community or within a reasonable distance of the community. At that center, the SBA customer service representative will be available to speak face-to-face with applicants, answer individual questions about the assistance, and help individuals complete their applications. So I want to thank the SBA Acting Administrator, Hewitt, and State Director Bernie Sweeney, who I keep referencing in the yellow sweater, who has, by the way, been a great partner in our efforts to help businesses in the state of Connecticut. We have seen a great increase in Small Business Administration activity in our state, and they have been there side by side in each of the great storms that we had faced as a state. They've been really stellar partners. So I want to thank again Congressman DeLauro and Congressman Himes for their leadership in this regard as well. So thank you. I wanted Nancy to say a few words, but she said she wants to keep it short for everybody. So I'm going to go right to Congresswoman DeLauro.
It really is good to be in this space today, and glad to be here with all of you. I just might say, in terms of the protocol of the House of Representatives, Jim Himes and I share Shelton, as all of you know, and we are in the Himes portion of the. But I'm grateful to be able to speak first, but to speak for the two of us, and he will speak as well. But I really want to say, being back here, Governor, Lieutenant Governor, the day after the fire, when we came here, and Mayor, when you saw upstairs the outpouring of love from this community in terms of the clothing that just poured in, and people sorting it, volunteers sorting it to get it to people, the wonderful work. People found in this firehouse a home away from a home they may have just lost, and the firefighters here opened their hearts. They opened every opportunity for people to have a place to be. Food was collected here so that residents could be able to get some sustenance. So it's a hard time, but you know, as you say, you're not alone. We said that at the outset, that we will rebuild, and that's what today is all about, and Governor, with your announcement. And we thank you for the good news and for being here and for sharing that leadership. The Governor pointed out that homes, businesses that are impacted by the fire 3 weeks ago are eligible for these disaster loans, and it's about helping the community get back on its feet. And the loans are available to businesses and to renters, which is really quite unbelievable, and a feat that was accomplished here. The amounts, depending on the applicant's financial condition, up to $2 million at rates of 3% for nonprofit organizations, 4% for business organizations. Mayor, I want to say thank you to you. You were here that morning, and what you did, etc., and getting people back on their feet and organizing here. I want to say a special thank you to SBA and to Bernie Sweeney, Frank Alvarado, everyone at the SBA district office. We called them and asked if, I called on behalf of Jim and myself and said, please come on down, please see whatever information you can get to people. They were here the day after the fire. They sat in the firehouse, met with the business people to try to provide them. People didn't know what they were, where they were, what was going on, what was going to happen to their lives. And so, Bernie, to you for helping to get this all moving and the paperwork in place. We're terribly grateful. I just want to say, because there's a reality to hear, Linda and Laura, they left their house with nothing but the pajamas on their backs. Michelle and Fred, and she's got 2 of her 6 kids here. Four kids here today. Oh my God.
No,
anyway,
4 of the 6.
4 of the 6 are here. I thought it was 6. Where are the other 2? I only saw Rowan and Bridget here. But liquid food and the, and their concern as to where their future was going to be. And I see Jack Walsh, United Way, Bill Purcell, who was here, a governor, lieutenant governor, Eric Hampton was here from the state to give people a hand as well. Everybody pitching in, Red Cross, everybody to try to tell folks that they were not alone. I have to say that the firefighters, extraordinary, just extraordinary. You saved lives. And those of us who serve in public life, there isn't any greater calling and to make that kind of difference in people's lives. So terribly grateful. And if I can, I would just say, because we've had, as Lieutenant Governor pointed out, there was a fire a few days ago, there was a fire this morning, and I do want to say this, and I know he will not be happy for me to do it, but Chris Jones, I want to just say thank you to you. Your courage and your inspiration, and your service is an inspiration to all of us. You know, I've had the honor of representing the Valley for a long time now, and everybody says that the Valley is a family, and they're there for one another. I don't think that there has been a better example of this Valley family and what they've done to help to try to make a difference in people's lives. So to all of you, to business owners, to the residents, this is a team effort here. We're here for all of you. You are not there on your own, and I want to just say that we'll do anything and everything that we can to help facilitate, whether you're a business or whether you're a vendor, for you to get back on your feet so that you can take care of your business, your family, and make your way for the future. So thank you very much.